Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll arriving at our destination shortly.
Well, hello all my aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your internet pilot on this here episode. And I am mad. I do not like the new Alien Earth. I have watched every episode multiple times on purpose. One time it was by accident. The rest of them was on purpose. Trying my best talk myself into liking this piece of trash that Hulu decided to do, and there's like 2 good episodes I think out of the 8. The rest of them, I mean, it's just fucking terrible. So if you're not familiar with it, we're gonna look at a little bit of it while we're when the autopilot's on, essentially while we're climbing and cruising, like I put in the description, our in-flight entertainment. Well, there was a new update with Fenix. Let me pull up this update real quick and show you guys. So it just came out the other day on the 23rd. So do some avionics fixes, some system fixes, some scenery issues, cabin walls, activity. So, you know, a little bit of an update, but it's an excuse. It's an excuse to get back into this airplane. We are looking here at this Latam flight 407 from Montevideo, Uruguay to Santiago, Chile. It's a real flight. You can look it up. It's Latam 407. You know, one thing that they changed in this simulator. Hang on, let me change. So we have city sounds. Let's turn beach sounds off. Alright. Lakes. We'll leave agricultural one. We'll leave tropical rainforest. No, we'll leave small towns. We'll leave that on. Farm sounds. We can. Arctic. Tropical, we'll turn off. Airport, cities, beaches. We're pretty close to the beach here. Let's put on beach towns as well. One thing they changed with this airplane, with this airplane, and I don't know if it's because we're in beta or what it is, but like you can't walk up the stairs anymore. You used to be able to get in to the simulator and go up the stairs and open that door. I don't know, maybe it's just on the 321, maybe, or the 319. I think I've flown the 319 more. Maybe it's just on the 319. But either way, it's weird, man, isn't it? I think it's weird. All right, let's get in here. Let me save some seats real quick before we do anything else. Come back and open that door up. You know, one thing with this SoFly, the soundscapes, it would be nice, like, if you didn't hear the sounds so loudly in the airplane. You know what I mean? Like, are we really going to hear these sounds while we're in, like this? I mean, so SoFly, that would be nice if you guys could do that. You know, maybe make some sort of automatic filter when we get inside, when we're in a certain camera mode, like cockpit, like we are now. And maybe turn the sounds down a little, right? Let me look. I believe it's Control Shift. See here, cockpit camera, or is it Shift F5? I should make it the same for both simulators, you know, like 2024 and 2021, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah, so we're looking at Shift F5. Okay, save this seat here. You can hear a very loud airplane taking off while we're sitting in here. All right, let's save number 2. And like I said, we'll do some alien Earth talking when we're up in the air. But man, that show, I really wanted to like it. Just there are so many things wrong with that show compared to what the lore brings. You know what they should have done was just base the show off of the comics. What are they called? Graphic novels now? I mean, they were called comics. When I was growing up, they were called comic books. Now they're called graphic novels. There's tons of material they could have drawn from. Oh shit. Let's see here, let's sort this again. Okay. Now let's go back and let me try this. F1, F4. Excellent. All right, before we get anything connected, let's go ahead and go outside. I can get out of the cabin. Let's open this door up. Hear how loud that is? Wow, man. Well, oh, I locked it. That's why I can't grab the handle. We need to spin our blades and make sure our blades are okay. All right, it looks okay. I want to grab these, but it's not giving me an option to grab them. Wonder if you can't do that in the beta. I'm not like losing my mind. Like we used to be able to grab these. Yeah, it used to be like right down in here. I guess we can't grab the blades anymore. Oh well, it is what it is. One thing I do want to see is if we can't do that, I wonder if we can still operate the hydraulic panel. Okay, we can still do that. All right, let's get back inside and get this airplane started up and get up in the air. So we can't go back up the stairs. Alright, whatever. Let me turn off the sounds a little bit. Up here and turn these sounds down a little bit. Alright, let's make sure we have our... I don't think GSX is going to work. Didn't work last time. In the beta mode, so I don't think it's going to work this time either. Ground services, GPU is connected already, so let's get a little power in our airplane. But it sounds so nice when it starts up, doesn't it? Alright, let's see here. At RMU and... Import. Alright, SUMU. Delayed, that's fine. Aircrafts. Smoke detector fault, no problem. Alright, let's see here. Atsu. Let's get our flight plan pulled in. Okay, flight plans pulled in. Pre-departure clearance. We got to get ATIS first. Let's get that done first. I don't think it's going to pull it into this airport. See what happens. All right, let's come over here and go to maintenance. All right, failures. Fuel truck on the way. Oh, there is no GSX. Okay. That's right. It still doesn't work on here. Alright, no problem. We will just reset all, and we'll load that in a moment. I do in here. Oh yeah, failures. Alright, failures. Okay, navigation. Alright, we can fix that. Let's fix that. Let's fix this. Alright, very good. So nothing has failed now. Very good. It's here. Alright, let's see. Did we get our ATIS yet? Let's see here. Atsu. Oh, it does it the same thing on both screens. Okay. Alright, load sheet. Accept. ATIS. No ATIS available. That's what I thought. We pulled a flight plan in here and see if we can get it from here. Okay, let's click on departure, weather. I don't think they have ATIS here. Alright, let me pull it up on the iPad. Let's see here, we have Navigraph, SUMU. Let's see here. I can't find it, then we'll try to make it up. Airports, open airport. Weather, ATIS. No real world ATIS. Alright, well let's just try it anyways. And if it doesn't work, it's just because of the location we're at. Alright, let's try okay, let's see here. Departure clearance. We are at gate number 5. We'll just put in L for Lima. And let's try SUMU. Hey, where did the CD I thought I put that in here. Motherfucker.
Greg boarding has started and the first passengers are aboard the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Latam Airlines Flight 407, departing from Montevideo and heading to Comodoro, Arturo, Merino, Benitez International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Latam Airlines, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
All right, let's do our flight plan. What the hell happened to our flight plan? We already pulled that in. It's in there. Okay. All right, initialization. There we go. Okay, that's good. 50. And that should be accurate. Let's see here. Or at least close enough. Yeah, 3450 west 0. Okay, very good. All right. Flight number is all right, LAN 407. Cost index is 32. We're going up to 30,000 feet today. All right, looks like we got our pre-departure clearance. I guess Lima worked. Part request status. Oh, it's being processed. Okay. Well, that's one of two. Let's see what the next message says. All right, cleared to Santiago. Maintain 4,000. Depart on 119er.2 squawk 3. Then inspect 7. Okay, Wilco. Send. I love this system. That's so cool. All right, so now we don't have to call. Let's plug in our departure. And runway 7. Let's get rid of that discontinuity. And we're going right to DAGUS, so let's try to get rid of that 15, whatever that 1568 number is. Not allowed. Oh, maybe that's the, okay, so we have to put that in there. I guess that's the runway. This back to runway 7. Now let's get rid of that discontinuity again. Okay. Let's go down. We have UMKAL. It's going to be our transition for the arrival. Alright, so we have ILS Z runway 17 right. ILS Z 17 right. Our, yeah, we have UMKA 7 Charlie. Okay, very good. Alright, now let's get rid of any discontinuities. Alright, doesn't look like we have any. Current pressure outside is 1031. Let's turn on the APU. Actually, before that, let me look at our electricals here. Batteries are looking okay. All right, very good. Let's put on APU master. Get the APU fired up. Let's get our airplane loaded here. So load aircraft, we're going to do instant. All right, send MCDU. That should be done now. Let's go check that out. Excellent. Let's bring in our wind data now. And now let's do our takeoff, and then we'll get clearance for takeoff. Sync, calculate. Okay, send MCDU. Excellent, that's all done. Let's come back here. All right, APU is generating power. Let's connect external power. Having logo lights. Let's get clearance for I don't like that it's doing that that skipping. Let me just make sure auto FPS is on. Let me change it to VFR, maybe help. T-Lot is, oh, I gotta open up GPU. Second. D. There's a feature with auto FPS. When you have GPU-Z opened, it helps the VRAM. All right, let's do auto target FPS. I think that was part of the issue. Switch it back to IFR now. Okay, auto target. Okay, very good. That's all done. Let's come back to the flight here. Let's get clearance from tower. Well, not the tower, but from ground. Clearance would be, I'm guessing we'll try center 128.5. Okay, let's fix our transponder. 227. Montevideo clearance, Latam 407 requesting IFR. Never mind, we already got our clearance. We're requesting engine start and pushback, please. We're at gate 5. My bad, I forgot what we were asking for.
Latam 407, contact Montevideo ground for engine start and pushback clearance.
That's what I thought. Okay, performance. Okay, that's all done. So we don't have a, oh, we got tower. Let's try that. Montevideo Tower, Latam 407, requesting engine start and pushback.
Latam 407, engine start and pushback approved. Face southwest.
All right, let's close up shop. Get out of here. Wind data has been uploaded. It's still very windy the way it sounds in here. It got better with Phoenix for a while. I thought like the last update it got better, but it still sounds pretty damn bad. Thankfully, we'll be turning it down a little bit when we are in the air so we can watch some Alien Earth stuff. You say face southwest. Right, very good. Let's connect our tug. Let's connect our parking brake. Lock our doors. Are our doors closed? No, they're not. Hey, that's very interesting. The way
The cabin is ready for departure.
the difference in sound, that is wild.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Latam Airlines on our journey to Comodoro, Arturo, Merino, Benitez International Airport. We are delighted to have you with us today. Our captain for this flight is Greg, and our first officer is Long Duck Dong.
Damn right it is. Whoa,
Joining
whoa,
me in the
whoa.
cabin are my fellow crew members, Sophia, Mateo, Lucia, and Diego.
Why is the airplane moving?
The estimated flight time today is approximately 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now, for your safety, please pay attention to the following safety briefing. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until
How the
you
hell are
hear
we
a
moving?
click. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. Please keep your
That's
seatbelt
crazy.
fastened while seated, as we may experience turbulence. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, please leave your luggage behind and proceed to the nearest exit.
All right, let's try
There
this
are
again.
2
Let's
emergency
disconnect.
exits located at the front of the cabin and 2 at the rear.
Reconnect.
Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, keeping in mind that it may be behind
There we go.
you. Life vests are located under your seats. In the event of a water
CJ2, look at that,
pull
that's
the
cool.
vest out, place it over your head, and pull the strap to secure it. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. We will now begin our service shortly, and I'd like to remind you that all in-flight transactions are cashless. We offer complimentary coffee and alfajores, and a premium snack box is available for $11 US. Duty-free shopping is also available, but please note that it is credit card only. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Okay. Turn off the packs. Start up engine 2. Thrusters are not at idle. They're not? Oh, no wonder we were moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
All right, let's try this again. Company message.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your
Still
seat
not
pocket
at,
contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you
That
must
should be
stop
now.
if you hear
Try it again.
brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out.
Throttle's not at idle. How's it not at idle? I'm looking right at it. It's at idle.
Your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on. We recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, mark
Hey, it looks like it's starting up now.
towards you to start the oxygen.
That's very strange.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally.
Isn't it?
Hold the
I
mask
mean,
in place with the strap. Pull on each side
it looks
to
like
adjust.
it's
Put on your own mask.
at the idle
Help the
thrust
others.
position.
We land on water. Take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the
Alright, let's
pouch
try
and
engine
put
1.
it to your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside,
There we go.
inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails
Blow into this tube.
Acting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the We hope you have a great
Sounds
flight.
pretty good. I believe those messages just now came from Phoenix. Those were not the Say Intention ones. Alright, so that's all good now. Let's go ahead and put our flaps down. Oh, let's do that. Let's put our flaps down. Put our packs on. Beacon we should have put on already. No heat. Do a little of that action there. Put on our weather. Weather, turbulence, and hazards. That's fine. Alright, let's get clearance for taxi. Ground spoilers armed, APU bleed. To your takeoff configuration. Auto brake max and cabin. All right, we'll get that taken care of. Up to on about 8,000 feet. Let's talk to the tower and see if that'll allow us to taxi. Montevideo Tower, Latam 407, requesting taxi clearance to runway 07.
Latam 407, runway 07, taxi via Delta Alpha.
Copy that, runway 07 via Delta Alpha, Latam 407. Okay, let's get our chart pulled up here. Ground charts, airport. We have 07 right here. We have Delta. Okay. Well, here's Delta. Here's Alpha. Alright, well, let's just make a left. That's the way we gotta go, so let's just go head that way. Let's release the parking brake. Cabin. Let's turn off the APU. That. Alright, let's start boogieing. Once we get up in the air, like I said, we'll start watching some Alien Earth stuff. Man, I am so disappointed with Alien Earth. I mean, there was so much material that it could have gone by, and it's like the showrunner was saying, well, you know, we didn't have enough time to tell the story. But you wrote the story, though. You don't understand? Like, you wrote the story. So if you knew you only had 8 hours, roughly, of time that you could use to write the story, why did you write a 10-hour story? Why didn't you make the story simpler? And the effects, I mean, like this last episode when that eye monster attacked Twink. Twink is her brother, by the way. I call him Twink. He looks like a twink. I mean, I've known a few twinks over time. Oh, by the way, these little blue lights, I believe those are from Sayintentions, I believe. I think that's what those are. Next time I fly with Sayintentions, I'm gonna choose a different option and choose arrows and see if that shows up here, but I think these little blue dots are that. Anyways, yeah, Twink. There's, like, when he was struggling with that eyeball monster, you could see how fake it was, like, and just the decisions that they were making. I mean, over and over again. The best episode was episode number 5. Maybe we'll just watch that one and we'll just spare ourselves pain from the rest of it. I don't know if any of you have watched it, but man, it is a fucking terrible show. So disappointing. There's so much source material that could have gone off of the movies. They have the comic books. There's so much material to choose from, and they chose to make a Mary Sue, a fake Mary Sue that they call a synth, but according to aliens, when Burke calls Bishop, he calls him a synth, but Bishop is not the same type of synth that was in this show. So is he an android? Is he a synth? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, talking to the aliens. I mean, like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, you got a 12-year-old girl that was dying, didn't want to kill a scorpion in the first episode, right? Didn't want to kill a scorpion because it deserves to live. You know, blah blah blah. But towards the end of the show, you know, 8 hours later, she's ready to kill everybody, including her brother. So we should be putting our strobe lights on right now, but we know there's nobody here. But we're okay. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. Montevideo Tower, Latam 407, holding short runway 07, ready for departure.
Latam 407, runway 01. Winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Okay, Captain. I will make the announcement now. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for departure, we kindly ask that you take your seats and fasten your seatbelts. For your safety, please ensure that your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions. Thank you for your attention.
All right, let's do one last little check of our equipment here. All right, bleeds look okay. Pressure's doing okay. Electrics looking good. Hydraulics are good. Fuel is fine. APU is off. Commissioner's okay. All the doors are closed. All right, flight controls. Yep, that works. Yep, that works. All right, that works, and that works. All right, very good. Let's get out of here. It's the park and brake. This on, let's see here. It's on above. We'll put it on that now so we don't have to do it later. Game's not running as smooth as it usually is. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's not, like, it's a little sticky, but it could just be that because we're on the ground. Oh, and the GPU's at 98%, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Just doing what it's supposed to do. Don't really know what our transition speed is, so I'm gonna just right now treat it like it's 18,000 until I look at a chart that says otherwise. Okay, let's click on the clock. Get out of here. I don't know if secondary scaling is turned on. I'm gonna have to look at that in a second. All right, 100 knots. Cross check. 20. Start releasing, not pushing down so much, not pushing forward so much. Start pulling back. V1. Rotate.
Latam 407, contact departure.
Contact departure, Latam 407. Latam departure, Montevideo departure, Latam 407. Currently climbing through 2,000 feet for flight level 300. Alright, flaps up. I might not have the right frequency. Oh yeah, that's right. This one doesn't change it automatically. Shit. Alright, we'll contact them in a moment. Alright, once I leveled out here, put on the autopilot. Alright, let's go autopilot. Let's look at our levers. They're not 100% lined up. That's why it's making that funny noise, I think. Up to 30,000 real quick, and we'll get the throttle set here. That should be good now. Definitely much easier with the flight control system. Hey, what's up, Average? How you doing, dude?
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and you are welcome to use your electronic devices. The lavatories are now available, and our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the flight.
Alright, I kind of want to see what this one channel says about Alien Earth. No, no sharklets on this airplane. Yeah, no, this one is sharkletless. I usually do fly with sharklets. Actually, this is the first time in a long time I haven't flown with sharklets. You know, I forgot to put live weather on. Let me put live weather on. Hopefully that doesn't screw us up. Yeah, I usually use sharklets. I didn't download them this time with this airplane. All right, so we have open climb. All right, now we're in scheduled climb mode. Still not sure why it's saying lever climb there, but that'll be all right. All right, let's go ahead and turn the airplane sound down a little bit. And I'm very curious what this channel is going to say about, because alien, this is like a very prominent kind of alien channel.
In the early 80s. Peace out, Xeno fans. Stay frosty. Thank you, Cybershonix. I do appreciate it. And please definitely come back.
Okay, let me see here. YouTube.
I'll keep everything warm for you, whatever that means.
All right, interact. Okay, here we go.
Corey, actually my first stream in well over a year. Usually don't do streams, but I thought, you know, it might be
Turn the sound of the airplane down a little bit.
Stream post Alien Earth, because obviously it's a unique thing, you know. It's
unique.
That might not
it
come
sucks.
along all too often.
It's the worst show ever in the history of ever.
I did kind of think, you know, when it first started, when it was first coming, I should say, maybe I should do like reaction streams. Did we try vodka? We did. I'm trying vodka right now. But who knows? Like, I don't even know.
Okay, you know what we're gonna, let me put on something different. Let me put on Hulu. This should work. Okay. Interact. Very cool feature they have now with OBS. You can like interact with the windows now. It's pretty dope. No, they took it down. Son of a bitch. Are any of the... Okay, it's just the last one. Nope. All of them. Okay, so we'll just watch what I had on before.
Actually, season 2 is going to come. I know they're talking about
season 2. No season 2. We're not allowed to have season 2.
In the beginning, the viewings were really high.
They were. Because it was good.
The first 2 episodes, you know, they premiered on the same day and everything like that. So
it was great. The first episode was really good. The 5th episode was really good. Everything else was horrible. I mean, you have 5 or 6 kids that are given adult bodies that now all of a sudden act like adults, except for like one of them who is acts like a kid, which is fine. That I'd expect that. But then you have Wendy, who was the first one, so I guess she's like the most special, I guess, because all the kids are named after Peter Pan, characters from Peter Pan. So like Boy is Peter Pan, and then like, you know, Wendy is Wendy, and then there's Jane, and I don't remember all the people involved in Peter Pan, but Wendy is as a Mary Sue. She can do everything and anything. I have never seen in any alien movie a synth do more than her. She can stop other synths from moving because they're connected to the network. Did you know that? She's got the force. She like put her hand out, and she said no, like Neo did in Matrix. She's like, no. She's like, no, and it like stopped the synth, and he just stopped moving. Like, I've never seen that shit before. She can open doors just by moving her hand. She can talk to aliens. Now, I'll suspend a little disbelief with maybe she could learn it because she's a synth, right? Maybe she somehow picked up on their language. However, she knew their language before any of them, while they were still in the eggs. She learned their language, and at the end of episode 8, she's trying to call the aliens, and she's in a locked room behind bars, behind many feet of cement and metal and all kinds of material, and she calls for the alien, and the alien comes to her because why not? Because it can. I just
how much Hulu's top-rated show really takes into account, especially now that they're merging in the future, which they've always been here in Canada, by the way. It's always been Disney Plus and Hulu together, so whether or not it kind of maintained that high viewership, I can't say.
definitely running much better now that we're up in the air.
It has the hype, but then it has kind of the settling into the loyal viewership and things like that. So, well, first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody who's joining in today on this stream. You know, streams aren't my forte usually, but again, who knows whatever chance I'm going to have to do this ever again. So at least do this
once. Forward operating base.
Maybe
why
not
is
do it every episode? I kind of thought about that at first, but nah.
Should have enough fuel.
That. But here it's a special. I'm calling this an after party, right? So it's the Alien Earth season finale after party. We're all here. We're all having a good time. I'm drunk.
Yeah, that looks okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. But you know, maybe after this finale, I should be. No. I thought it was decent. It's definitely an experience to.
There we go. Now lever climb
get
is.
a grasp of the show now that it has completed this story of the first season, right? So it would have been a completely different thing if they dropped all the episodes in one day, which I'm glad they didn't. I think they did do ultimately a wise thing in that they both had it available to stream at whatever time zone that we use, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. And at the same time, they would have it available on any kind of cable service, on FX, right? So you had that.
All right, let me pull up a different
versions of television
channel of this to
watching
watch.
Availability for different types of audiences. So I think that was smart. You don't see that too much. You do see
actually. Let me. You know what? Who does a really good job on Angry Joe? Let's watch a little Angry Joe. I don't care if I get knocked for monetary reasons. Like I'm not.
Helped the show.
I mean, I am monetized because but I don't really care. Like I'm not. I don't do this to make money.
You know, how much is
I do this because it's fun for me.
Just a mass audience, right? Like not just the
okay,
fans,
let's see here.
Any old person watching
Videos.
it, which, who knows? Maybe they. Sorry, I'm just posting on Facebook. Come see my stream.
Worst finale ever. Here we go.
You know, who's it going to appeal to ultimately? So I think maybe it did reach.
All right, let me get this set up here.
Who aren't Alien fans, and we do have a super chat from Highland.
He's boring. All right. I liked him better when I used to watch like his reviews of the comic books and stuff like that. All right, let's see here. Angry Joe, yes please. Thank you, Angry Joe, for letting us borrow your stream.
What did you do?
What did you do?
You done fucked it up!
You did. You fucked it way up.
What the hell was that?
It was the worst episode of TV anywhere that TV exists. It doesn't matter if it's this universe, parallel dimension, you know, quantum vortex, if that's even a thing. This episode was shit.
That was our finale.
Now we rule.
That was fucking pathetic, guys.
Yes, it was.
What did you do? This is gone.
So by the way, when Wendy's saying, "What did you do?" Her friend Nibs, who thought she was pregnant, meanwhile she's a synth, she can't get pregnant. She never wanted to hurt anybody. She was very timid. All of a sudden, she goes complete psycho. So one of the soldiers that was there, now Twink, who is Wendy's brother, he's a soldier. Nibs grabs a soldier's face and rips his jaw off his face. Just completely pulls his face off, right? She was going at, then Nibs was getting ready to go after somebody else. So Twink took his gun and shot, just electrical, shot Nibs and put her down. And that's why Wendy's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" Like, dude, he's trying to save his squad. You know what I mean? Like, relax, bitch.
From one of the best shows on television to one of the biggest disappointments ever.
Now we rule.
I am so mad right now. I'm angry because this show had so much potential.
It did.
Episode 5 is still one of the best.
It was. If you guys haven't seen episode 5 of Alien Earth, that is a really good episode. It's all in space. It shows, you know, what happened on board the ship, because when the first episode hits, you get little like flashes of what happened on the ship. And then like the ship crashes, the aliens like chasing people around, and but you get little flashes of what happened to lead up to these events of the ship crashing into Earth, which meanwhile, you know, I don't know any ship anywhere, especially the size of that ship, that could lose its navigation and its engines. So it's pretty much just a missile, like they said, just a dumb missile hurtling towards Earth as fast as it can, and it doesn't disintegrate one in the Earth's atmosphere. The Earth's atmosphere doesn't touch it because there's no reason to, because they didn't write it into the story. So that's why the ship is perfectly fine. They didn't write it into the story fine. Now, instead of it just dropping straight down the ship like it probably would, it actually comes in gliding, almost like somebody is piloting the ship. Problem is, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. They have no controls. And the one person who could control it, a cyborg, which...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached
Hang on.
cruising altitude. We will begin our snack and drink service shortly. I highly recommend trying our complimentary coffee and delicious alfajores, which are a real treat. After our service, we will also have items from the Latam shop available for purchase. Thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
All right, so that was Sayintentions. Maybe we're at cruising altitude. Let me check this out real quick. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. And we are still not set right for our throttles. I don't get that. Shows we're okay. I don't want to do anything to mess with that. I was thinking about moving, like going into the settings and messing around with the settings, but I'm not going to do that. All right, we'll just leave things how they are. Let's go back in the back and chill. We got the co-pilot set up to do the comms. Hey, what's up, bro? So yeah, so anyway, so this ship comes straight. A ship should go straight down when it has no controls, no engines or anything. This ship just glides in, takes a little bit of the roof off of one place. The ship is fine. Ship still hasn't broken apart yet, because that's how they wrote it into the story, because that happens. And the ship just crashes into a bunch of buildings, and the ship does not blow up. Doesn't blow up. That's fine. Okay. Maybe the engines in the future don't blow up. But I just don't understand, like, how that ship loses all controls and just does not implode on impact.
alien TV fucking content on the level of movie contents ever, 9/10 territory. And these last episodes took a fucking utter dump.
Every episode, 2, 3, 4,
so big,
6, 7, 8.
so hard.
6 episodes.
And embarrassing me. Now I'm embarrassed about that thumbnail. Hey, one of the
you
best
should,
shows
yeah,
on
best show of the year.
Because
it was a good show.
Bad.
Episode 5 was really good.
One of the best episodes.
Huh?
Not bad, man. Work was good. Work was good. Ate a good dinner. Been losing weight, which is good. I'm trying to drop about 100 pounds, which you know, at my age, it's not as easy as it used to be. But I'm doing good, man. Feel good. How was your day? How was your day?
Episodes on the thumbnail for number 5. But I actually did like a lot of the concepts and a lot of the characters and certain bits and pieces.
I was trying to put on Alien Earth, but I can't put on Hulu. They're having a problem with Alien Earth right now, so go figure. Go figure. The worst show in TV history they're having a problem with.
Right? I still find
I think this show is worse than Rings of Power. Like, that's how bad Alien Earth is. Like, if you hated Rings of Power, you will probably shoot yourself if you watch this show. Don't watch this show. I don't want you hurting yourself.
I was going in with low expectations already. I predicted this, by the way. I was like, there is no way they're going to wrap this up.
It was worse than I thought.
But it is actually worse than I thought it would be. Negative variables are increasing was one of the lines. Your negative variables are through the fucking roof, my man, for this. This was way too much, and I saw this online. This was way too much cliffhanger and not enough finale. And I was so shocked by this, I had to.
Hey, I think that'll be really cool if they can pull it off. I think it'll be cool. I first read about that on PS5 a few months ago, and I was like, hey, and that'd be dope if they could come out with, because most games run really good on PS5. I just I really hope that if they can write it for PS5, that they can figure a way to have some mods integrated. You know, like BatSim or Sayintentions, or maybe some stuff from FlightSim.to. Like, it would be nice if you could be able to download some stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope it does come out on PlayStation. I think that'll be a good thing for Microsoft, because I think Microsoft and Asobo have gotten lazy with everything that has to do with this simulator, because they have the market cornered on it. If Microsoft loses that exclusive title, and you know, PlayStation has availability now, I hopefully PlayStation be like, we're not putting this shit out the way it is. You got to fix this. You know, there's no way we're gonna put a game out now. Of course, PlayStation could be just as bad as Xbox. They could be just for a cash grab too, which, I mean, let's be real. At the end of the day, it really just they don't care about us. They just care about the money. That's all they care about. But I'm excited, man. I hope it does well on PS5. I think that'll be cool.
Go and see, you know, because towards the end, the directors and writers and showrunners usually talk about what they made and shit. And I had to do more research. And what I found,
we're flying straight across
shocking.
South America.
What
Uruguay's on the East Coast. We're flying to Chile, which is on the West Coast.
And now, from this, it kind of fucking makes sense. And I want to read this to you, but I'll read it to you, I think, later on in the spoiler section.
Now, I think all the characters are based off of Peter Pan. So it is no coincidence that they have this bitch dressed as a pirate. Meanwhile, last episode, or 2 episodes ago, the boy kicked her husband out of the complex and told him to find a ride back home. Well, she has not heard from her husband since he left. She's not going to hear from him because he's dead, because, you know, that's how the showrunners wrote it. But she doesn't even care. Like, she's out here at the graves of all the kids they buried, you know, from when they took their conscience and put it into the synths. She's out here for some reason at these graves, which, first of all, why wouldn't they cremate the kids or get rid of the bodies? There's no reason to bury them, or at least give them back to the parents and have the parents bury them. I mean, but she knows there's aliens loose. Like, every alien that they had like 6 or 7 different versions of aliens. The plant alien, the flies, the we're talking about Alien Earth. this new show that came out on Hulu over the last couple of months. It's in my opinion the worst show that's ever I've never seen a show worse than this before. There was 2 good episodes, episode 1 and episode 5. Other than that, yeah. But yeah, they had her dressed like, I think they had her dressed like a pirate on purpose because there's a pirate in Peter Pan. So, and every character is based off of Peter Pan character.
Do you get the full understanding of how shit?
But I was trying to put on parts of the show from Hulu where it aired, but Hulu won't let me. I don't know if it won't let me per se, but it's down right now, so I can't even pull up the episodes on Hulu right now. It's coming up with an error message. So I really liked Angry Joe's breakdown of. Well, I like Angry Joe in general. I mean, I've been watching his videos for probably at least a decade. I think I started watching him in 2012, maybe. I've been watching him a long time.
This particular episode was not only for the series, but as a season ending and setting up season 2.
There's no season 2.
I'm really frustrated, and I'm gonna have to wait 2 fucking years to even get a satisfactory, story or
There's
ending.
not going to be a season 2.
If this is an indication of what you were
building
towards,
so we are over
and what you would like to, give to your audience as a satisfactory ending. Then
I'm not sure what country this is here. Let's go up front and look at the country. Let's go up front real quick and take a look at where we're at.
Hey, Captain Greg. First Officer Long Duck Dong. Would you like anything to drink or a small snack? No cookie in the cup this time, promise.
Sure, I'll take a lemon lime Gatorade, and Long Duck Dong will take an iced tea. Thank you.
Understood, Captain. I will bring a lemon lime Gatorade for you and an iced tea for First Officer Long Duck Dong.
All right, let's see here. World map. Yeah, I'm still not sure what country this is. Let's see here. It doesn't really matter what country it is. That's our airplane. We're flying all the way to here. So it's not a very long flight. It's a couple hours. Let me make sure we got our charts. Okay, and I think they're going to try to have us land on 17 left. If I saw that correctly here, because they never give us the runway we actually asked for. Yeah, so 17 left. So let me update that in our system here. Let's go, let's see here. I'll put back on Angry Joe in a minute. I just want to update our runway here. Arrival 17 left. Which one should I do? Give me a second. Let me look at this on Navigraph here. Wow. Okay, so we'll do Pumar. We'll do ILSY. And let's get rid of any discontinuities. We don't have any. Very good. All right, progress. Optimum flight is 34,000, really. Well, we'll stay at 30. That's what they have us at. We'll stay at 30,000. We got 500. You know what? Maybe we... Did I request an increase? Nah, we'll leave it at 30,000. It's fine. All right, let's go in the back and watch some more.
Really upset because, like, so much potential, and it turned into this. What a fucking cock tease, what an about face. It's basically, I sum it up, if you like the Lost Boys, if you like the little kids characters and the big adult bodies, and that was your favorite part of the show, then maybe you're somewhat satisfied, because they win in the end. It's a role reversal. What do we do now? We rule. We rule.
Right. So they rule. However, they must die because Weyland-Yutani still runs everything in the future. So, like, at the end of the show, Weyland-Yutani is flying towards the island. You see them. Yeah. Just... we rule.
And then when I think about the xenomorph and the alien, and I thought that this was going to be a climax. We're going to get plenty of deaths. We're going to get plenty of tension. We're going to get crazy and wild things. No one of consequence.
No one dies
at all. Nothing really fucking happens.
Some B squad military folks get shredded by an alien in a few seconds. Meanwhile, this alien, I don't know if it's because they grew it in a lung. You know, they grew it in Twink's lung because Twink lost his lung because he got shot. Toro shot him. It's the black dude from the first Alien movie. It'll come to me. I just watched the movie the other day. But yeah, he's that dude 2.0, whatever his name is. I think his name in real life was like Kumo or Kataro or something like that. But yeah, so Twink gets shot in episode 1 or episode 2. I think it's episode 1. He gets shot. He gets shot by Katoro 2.0. They take his lung out, and then because they knew what to do with the aliens, because that's how the show wrote it. They've never seen these species of aliens before, but they just knew that they could open up the eggs and take out the face hugger, and they knew exactly where to go to pull out the thing the face hugger implants into your body so the alien grows. And they took that thing out and they put it in the water with the lung, and it grew into the lung. So maybe the reason why it has neon green stuff dripping from its face, which has never happened before, or is being as fast as it is, maybe it's because they grew it in a lung. It's just I've never seen an alien drip the shit that this thing dripped out of its face, plus how fast it was. Like, I've never seen an alien just shred people, and every person it kills. Usually an alien captures people and brings them back so it can, you know, grow its colony, not shred every single human.
Happens. I am so shocked. Just fucking terrible. And the stupidity continues. This TR1, and which they finally
doesn't that thing on the back of Angry Joe, doesn't it look like a couple of legs? like I mean, let me like it, you know, it looks like a pregnant, like a belly, like a fat girl laying down, and then it's got like 2 legs. Did they do that on purpose? I wonder. All right, anyways.
Name to the stupid security thing. TR1 makes these dumbest fucking decisions ever. And I guess the plant alien finally gets its day in the sun.
I like the plant alien thing. It's cool.
I think a lot of people think this is a letdown. I thought it was
I did not
but it's nowhere near
eat Taco Bell tonight, by the way. It's the second time in a row, actually, that I have not eaten Taco Bell since I'm trying to lose weight. I did get a diet soda, which I'm allowed to have. But, yeah, man, this is like the second time that I haven't ordered anything from Taco Bell, which I'm pretty happy about. I like, I've been eating better. Like, I've been eating cleaner lately, and I've been feeling a lot better because of it, too. Like, I've been eating more fruit and more vegetables and cleaner, like not as much oil and, like, processed stuff. And, you know, I've had a lot more energy throughout the day, which is... and I'll take it. I'm losing weight, but I'll also take feeling better too, man. Certainly having energy is a good thing.
for this to work.
Yeah, because all they just look like an umbrella.
I don't like the fucking children Peter Pan shit.
No.
I don't like the stupidity that this shit devolves in. I don't like how unfocused and unplanned everything feels by the end. Horrendous.
They rushed through everything.
A lack of a satisfactory ending. It literally ends in the middle of an important beat. It never got, and if it never gets a second season, this would be shit.
It already is shit, even if it gets a second season.
And would need to be wiped from my memory. Never thought I'd be like, okay, well, it was one of the greatest shows on TV. Now we're wiping it from my memory.
That'd be fun to watch.
That's the amount of fumble.
They should do Angry Joe, if you're watching this, you should do that for your next show. Wipe your memory clean. Let me see how you do it. Because I would like to do that as well. Is it a G Fuel flavor that you sponsor that I need to buy? I'll buy it. I don't usually drink G Fuel, but if it wipes my memory from this this bastard of a show, I'm certainly down to try it.
That happened here in the end. What did you guys think of
You got
this
500 and some miles remaining.
Full stupid with it. It was fucking terrible. I hated it. I've always said the weakest part of this story were the fucking kids. And what do we get? A whole episode of kids.
There's
it was
boy.
eye-rolling. The dialogue was terrible. We called out the dialogue a lot. It's very tropey.
Yep.
A lot of stupid shit happens because
They even tried to bring in some words from Aliens to try to make it better. Like when the remaining 3 people from Twink's squad go into the alien containment area, one of them says, "Stay frosty." Well, that's exactly what Hicks said to Hudson and Vasquez right before the aliens come through the roof and drop down like this. The aliens come at them the first time. In the movie Aliens, they set up this perimeter defense. They have these sentry guns. The aliens come through. Sentry guns take out a bunch, which I have a little bit of an issue with that too, but I'll save that for a different day. Because there's some things that happen in Aliens that just do not make sense to me too. You know, I'll just say it now, actually. So in Aliens, you know, there were no, to our knowledge, there were no aliens bred until Newt's father gets the first face hugger, right? Well, if they only had 130 people, maybe 130 colonists, maybe, how were there unlimited number of aliens on LV-426? You know what I mean? Like, those sentry guns should have taken out pretty much all the aliens. Plus they took out probably about 20 of them in the beginning. So, you know, I just don't know how those sentry guns ran dry. I mean, there was 500 rounds. They should have taken care of it. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So they say stay frosty in this, and I think they did that directly because they said that in Aliens, those military personnel. But little did they know, and I'm gonna have to do some research on this, a lot of the names that they give the Marines in Aliens has to do, like, it's real life counterpart names. Had something to do with these military folks dying or going into battle that they couldn't win. It was like, I'm gonna have to research on that because it was really interesting. Like a lot of what they called the squad, like you know, tough hombres and things like that. Like, I'm gonna research that because I know that there was something I watched over the last few months that talked about, like, there was some squads in real life that were, you know, that were labeled tough hombres, and they went into battle that they couldn't win, and they all died, just like in Aliens. But yeah, just
why? I don't know why.
I don't know why. Because you're not focusing on the fucking aliens. Because you were focusing on this story that you created that sucks.
It does suck.
It's not as fascinating. I was willing to tolerate Wendy and Joe and the Lost Boys so as long as you satisfied us in other areas.
Yeah, and that's the shitty part too, because I wanted to see a lot of chaos with the aliens and see what
let's
they could
skip
do.
forward a little bit.
Idiot. And
where's the spoiler section?
It's so fucking overdone and
as soon as
cringy.
I went in, I was like, "What, is that it?"
We're gonna rule now. I don't know fucking what the song was.
The song's Animal from Pearl Jam.
But I hated it. All right, going back to the crab versus alien. So we
It's
better
a
get a crab alien
okay
fight
song.
in season 2.
Crabs are
Right.
scary.
So that's Pirate Lady's husband. That's now dead. And I guess the alien doesn't like the crab.
Noah, God damn it! It's okay if you do it like in the intro or short little bit.
Around the island in like a weird remote spot, putting flowers down.
No,
It's like, come on.
this is just. Oh, and then the next scene, Dame is isolated. And
But Dame, what about your
how does it make
husband?
sense? I don't care. I don't care.
Are you gonna talk about your husband that's been missing?
Yeah.
She cares more about these motherfuckers than she does her husband. Oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
sick. So, but then we get a really bad alien drool effect here, and it just doesn't look
Yeah,
right.
look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the neon green,
so
like
hyper green. We've never seen this before.
Right.
And then we
Maybe
get
it's a cold. Sometimes it comes out green, cold.
See,
Yeah, maybe the alien was sick.
suffering from a
That's
cold.
funny.
Yeah.
And then there's a bad gunfire impact effect where I was like, wait, was that a beanbag? So maybe.
Oh, yeah,
I thought
these
maybe- I was trying to
bullets don't go
justify
through
it
the
in my head.
alien.
I was like, okay, maybe they're using beanbags and electricity so that they can capture the alien, right? That's the goal, is to capture the alien.
Maybe, yeah.
But then I went on rewatch. It's like, no, that's a fucking kinetic shot. That's a fucking round that just cannot penetrate the endoskeleton. And later in the show, they show that the xenomorphs are very difficult to penetrate. And well, you say, well, but pulse rifles can, and aliens are killed all over the place, and aliens too. Yeah, but in the timeline that's further down along the line. Remember that Sigourney Weaver's character,
exploding
Ripley, was in stasis forever, and her daughter died while she was.
67
and then
years she was in
used to come
stasis.
out of stasis
57
'cause she's
years
the
she was in
only one that fought
stasis.
them. And by then, the pulse rifles look slightly different. These are proto pulse rifles, so maybe pulse rifles at that point had, penetrating rounds.
You know what, Joe? I don't know if I necessarily agree with what you're saying, because Alien Romulus, I believe, takes place around this time as well. No, it takes place between Alien 1 and Alien 2. Okay, so maybe you're right. Because Alien Romulus, I mean, that pulse rifle shredded. Like 2 shots exploded aliens, which won't happen. That's not supposed to happen either.
Or whatever, but it just
Maybe I'm
looks
too critical,
rattled.
and I
It's
should just
weird.
like enjoy just what
When
I
he
watch.
runs
But
off.
I can't
And
sometimes,
I'm
like,
What?
especially
So
when
that
when
already
you
was
really
kind of
enjoy
weird.
Good thing
something.
would have killed him.
Killed 3
was
of them,
not
yeah,
effective.
immediately. Yeah.
And it just runs off.
Yep.
But every other time, he wipes the whole squad.
Yep.
So what are we doing? Why are we...
Right.
Clearly... I want you to remember that image every time the writing... That's what's happening. So then we have the bad narration shot saying that Prodigy, is being killed.
That's funny.
So the director, whoever directed this, Dana Gonzalez, is even showing incorrect shot.
Do not hire Dana Gonzalez for any sci-fi shows, plays, music, or film, books, audiobooks, comic books. Don't hire Dana Gonzalez for any of that stuff.
Shots during the narration. Prodigy forces are being killed. And while they're saying Prodigy forces are being killed, they're showing Yutani forces dead. You don't even know the difference between the Yutani and the Prodigy. I know it's small things like this, but I gotta
But it
point
makes-
these
it makes
things
a difference,
out that
though.
just all show you that this is all thrown together without much thought. Because the Prodigy forces are in this light gray, and the Yutani forces are in this dark black, and with different equipment, and they show shots of them dead when they're saying that Prodigy's being killed. Then I'm like, well, why is there this voiceover anyway? Did the assistant is the only
Right.
smart motherfucker? He's like, I'm out of here. So you got the assistant telling Kid Cavalier to get off the island. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Turns out the assistant, the old man, is a synth. I don't know. Maybe he's a cyborg or an android. I don't know, because they've completely rewritten the history on androids and synthetics. So I don't know.
Maybe
But he's not
the
real.
real one in charge or whatever. But no, he didn't leave. He was standing in Joe's shower in his room the whole fucking time, just waiting Alfred Hitchcock because he wanted the shot.
Yep.
What the fuck? There's so many other more important things this motherfucker could have been doing than just standing there waiting for his fucking line in queue.
Yep, that's
He
true.
wanted to be there so he could release one of the most dangerous aliens on Earth into a room that is not sealed.
And
Right.
it's as if they have no idea where anybody goes or travels like, on base. Like, there's no cameras. So he literally has to wait for Joe to show up because he's like, where's Joe? He probably went to Joe's room because Cavalier was like, I want him for the eye. And for the eye alien. And he's
he was
like, okay, well, I'll
captured.
just wait here. What the fuck? God.
But he was in jail.
Wonder how much
Yeah,
time we
and
have
then,
until we descend.
But
Let's
of
see
course,
here.
Kid Cavalier ignores his request to leave the island. All non-essential
Time of
personnel
descent,
have
190
left.
Only
minutes.
the guy who sprays
What?
mold. The mold guy is so
That's
important.
essential.
Well, because it's for jump scare, Joe.
Hey, let me look at speeding this up real quick.
Yeah,
That's essential.
It's essential. Dane will be okay, won't we? Oh, so we
Alright,
have
company
a scene
message.
Where,
Just hack the planet.
Yeah, I can get the message on here.
Wendy decides, they realize just now that, what do they realize in prison?
They can be ghosts.
Yeah, so they what a ghost
What
do,
a ghost
Joe?
do, Alex? Because
You scare people.
I don't.
What a ghost do, Alex?
They haunt.
They haunt houses.
All right,
I'm
land
like, okay,
ops.
so y'all are gonna haunt houses?
ADC, see ADC delay card on
So then
company
she
tablet and
uses
allocate
her
as
powers
per.
to create a haunted house throughout
Send
the whole
ADC for
fucking, you know, thing.
524 minutes.
And so
What?
elevators are saying
On
they're gonna
company
kill
tablet,
you, and they
see
don't really
ADC.
kill you. Cages are being opened, this and that, and I'm like, oh my god. Why would you have? Number one, why would you have fucking televisions and monitors in prison for people? Like you're entertaining them.
You know,
And then boy
you
Kev-
know she can hack everything.
Right, delay
You know
allocation
that she
card. Here we
can.
go.
We've established that you know and that you've consented
And
to
you don't
it.
shut her down.
And you know that you can shut all
What
of
is
these
it
people
saying
down
now?
with an iPad, and then you don't do either.
Yeah, 'cause
See
boy Kev-
on
that was
company
shown,
tablet
right?
and
Boy Kev
allocate
Lear,
as
he's
per
watching the screen and
OM
it all goes
You know
down.
what
slash
episode that was?
B.
But it all goes down, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" It's like, "You know exactly what the fuck is going on.
Oh,
You've
all of his
seen
computers are like,
Oh,
I don't know what's
You've
happening.
Seen it."
Maybe Wendy is fucking Marcy, Wendy, whatever is
I
fucking
don't see
controlling
what
the
I'm
thing,
looking
but he's an idiot.
broken.
Then we move on to Joe and Morrow in prison.
All right, whatever.
So I like, there's one good scene. So I'll give it, but average scene, right? You put these two characters together. Morrow had previously shot
So,
Joe, I forgot, with the fucking
The ADC
taser.
delay.
And
Oh, here we go.
Get some,
Maybe I need to
Morrow
put
is
that
one
in
of the
there.
good
Let's
parts.
look at that again.
Hook is always the best part of Peter Pan.
We get various other scenes. Military soldiers are
2.433.
operating on
Okay, so we have
riders'
OM and then
conveniences
Bravo.
and what the rider needs in a particular scene. Not any realistic contingency plans, military
OM/B.
evacuation
Let's check this out
protocols, operating procedures, manuals, and rules. And this is what pisses me off. Because they're just marionettes, they're just puppets, and I saw like in this Hollywood Reporter thing had something to do with like plays. Well, I don't want a fucking play. I want a realistic fucking situation that I believe.
It's all part of his plan.
OM/B
He likes the
and
chaos.
Yeah, I guess.
43.3 and assign
what
free
these
text if
military are
applicable.
doing, because now
So
I'm
it's
going to describe to you
0.43.
TR1. You read
try that.
TR1, and the guy goes, "We got to get to the armory and get the big guns." Then what the fuck are they doing?
Right.
What the fuck are they doing in the next scene? At the next scene, I wrote it down. They're at the random entrance,
Right,
you know, in the
send.
entrance when they had all those people, because they're like, this set is pretty nice. We can do a jump scare
All right,
in this
whatever.
set. And then they went, oh, the old guy is
Oceanic.
spraying the thing. We're looking for the alien.
Weather,
but I thought you were going
ATIS,
to the armory.
diversion,
They just
arrival
randomly go
message.
to just one little dead-end corner, and then they turn around. And then in the next scene, they're in the fucking containment unit.
Version,
Clear,
ATIS,
clear.
weather.
Like, what do you mean, Claire? What are you doing?
It wasn't
You
clear.
said you were going to go to the armory for the big guns.
Well, you also knew it
You
wasn't.
go directly to the most
Atsu,
dangerous
let's
spot.
try
You go get
ATC
the
menu.
guns first, then you go to the most dangerous spot. But the riders are like,
Let's see if we can get up
The glass is
to
broken. Like
It
you
in
can-
fact
35,000
one of
feet,
the
like it's
biggest
asking us
cages in the
to
entire room, the glass
say
is
it's
broken.
optimum.
You can see it's broken, and we are hidden.
why
as
is
the
it broken?
Because it escaped. That's
because they got shot.
Why is it this?
Oh,
They got
because
shot.
Morrow shot it with a pistol.
request
and
flight
so
level
then was able to
350.
jump out. We see this whole scene. There's supposed to be glass everywhere.
Where's the alarms?
Well,
Ending.
Yeah, it just can't.
When the glass shatters and the light
See
goes
by
red, there's
ATC.
no alarms anymore.
If you were mad at the end of Game of Thrones when they kept saying, "Oh, well, we simply forgot," or they simply forgot, like this whole episode is people in this episode simply forgot.
Daenerys simply forgot about the Iron Fleet. Daenerys somehow the Emperor has returned.
Yeah.
This is all the worst shit, man.
Keys. Oh, man, I forgot my keys.
All right, we'll see if there's a company message coming up.
Like, I forgot my pulse gun. All right, then Wendy fucks with TR1. The elevator is opening. Oh, God must want me to go into the elevator. What? What do you... Then everybody goes in the elevator, and one guy's like, I don't know. They're like, get in here. The cold air's getting out. What? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
It's in the elevator. And then Wendy fucks with him like a haunted house. And it was dumb. And
The audience laughed and clapped.
yeah, and then okay, and then
All right, we only got about 300 and something miles left until.
The
Oh,
only
shit.
Nibs. Okay, the whole Wendy so mad over Nibs. That's what's next.
Yeah, you chose
That's what I'm
them
saying.
over us, and so when she has this whole thing where everything's all or nothing, and it's this constant excuse that the writers keep giving that they're children, right? And even though they've said that they've turned down their
Mm-hmm.
emotions and they've done all these things to inhibit some of that stuff, they always have this excuse that,
Fucking kids.
and this excuse is really hard to buy here, where she's like, oh well, you chose her. It's like, I just stunned her so she stopped ripping the face off of a man.
Yes.
And she's right,
Right.
there this whole time.
Yeah,
You've
she's
been
perfectly
talking
fine.
to her for the past 2 hours.
Perfectly fine.
And Wendy knows right.
All right, I'm getting bored with this, so let's turn off YouTube. And actually, I think what I'm going to do, let's look at some news. Today was a pretty big news day, I think. Let's see here. Gateway Pundit. That's like the only website I really go to for news. We'll do, I guess we'll do display capture. All right. President Trump goes off on one of the worst human beings, James Comey, on Truth Social. Yeah, but you know what? Even though Comey's getting indicted, which he should, I really doubt that anything's going to come from it. He's protected by a deep state. Yep, he did lie to Congress in the FISA court, because Biden and Barama asked him to. You know, Barry Obama. He's been, okay, the head today was indicted on, that's it, 2 felony counts. God, Pam Bondi is weak, man. We need to get a new AG. She is weak as fuck, dude. Comey indicted, that's fine. 2 counts of false statements and obstruction of justice. Man, he needs to be tried for being a traitor. A traitor. Biden judge assigned to Comey's case. Yeah, this will go down nicely. I'm sure he'll be found guilty. Radio host slightly slows down audio recording of Kamala Harris reading a book, and the results are hilarious. Oh, good. Can we hear it? Let's see here. Is this it? Okay. Hang on. We got I got to get the sound set up. Hang on a second. Let's see here. Display. Properties. I believe it's on, which one is D?
To 1,000 reviews by my birthday.
No. That was the quartering. I was trying to get Rumble to do something earlier, and I guess that's what's on their front page. All right, let's see if this works now.
And as torturous as that is, my evil brain decided.
Oh, please do so.
In the summer of 2021, during her final trip to Washington as German Chancellor, I hosted Angela Merkel for breakfast at the Vice President's residence.
All right, it's not that funny, guys. I mean, like, of course she's gonna sound stupid. You slowed her down. Let's see. I'm not afraid. Of course he's not afraid. He's not going to get in trouble. Trump's DOJ goes to war against race-based voting. That's good. Harmeet Dillon, she's a soldier. Solicitor General John Sauer argue before Supreme Court to abolish rigged voting rights. All right, let's see what they're talking about here. Because they do a lot of race-based voting, America, especially the Democrats. All right, the case State of Louisiana v. Philip Callis. Louisiana woke lawmakers caving at left-wing judges and creating a second majority-minority congressional district. Wow. Created another district? Today at SCOTUS, told Justice Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act cannot constitutionally require race-predominant districting. That is true. Districting is not made upon race. Section 2 does not provide a compelling interest to draw districts where race predominates. Brief rips apart the outdated Jingles framework, Thornburg v. Jingles, which radical courts have twisted to force states into drawing these race tests. Oh, no shit. I didn't realize that. Well, that's good if they reverse that. Yeah, the district should not be based on race. It should be based on how many voters live in the district. Legal voters. Not illegal alien voters. Legal voters. There is one article I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find if it's up on today. Second amphibious drill. See Marines and sailors from U.S. Southcom storm Puerto Rico beaches in massive exercise during maritime siege of Venezuela. Look at that. We got to fly that airplane again, man. This is a fun airplane to fly. The Osprey. Them things are dope, dude. All right, that's not really showing anything. Clinton judge orders reinstatement of a professor suspended for celebrating assassination. Good. They should reinstate him. Like, you're allowed to speak your mind. Now, if you're calling for the death of somebody else, yes. But if you're calling Charlie Kirk a Nazi, so what? You shouldn't be fired for that. You shouldn't be. It's freedom of speech. The only time you shouldn't have freedom of speech is when you're outwardly asking for violence on somebody else. Or other people's. Let's see here. Ropes are tightening on Trump hating. Yeah, John Brennan, he's the next one that's going to be indicted. John Bolton as well. Really? Ivermectin striking anti-cancer potential. Look at this. Dr. Peter McCullough, he was huge when COVID first came out. He was huge with, was a huge supporter, proponent of ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine. Really, based on the most comprehensive systematic review in cancer patients' data, ivermectin appears to be safe. Even in individuals undergoing active chemotherapy, its broad range of anti-cancer mechanisms demonstrated in preclinical models, combined with anecdotal reports of cancer-related improvements, support its candidacy for repurposing. Oh shit, that's cool. Yeah, meanwhile, when COVID was going down and Trump said something about ivermectin, you know how the left completely went crazy because of Trump said it's ivermectin, it's a horse pill, it's a horse pill. No. Right here. Bendazolol, an anti-parasitic like ivermectin, has been prescribed for over 100 years to help eradicate parasites that over 60 million Americans have inside their body. Not only that, ivermectin is given to foreigners when they come into the country. Like when they're seeking asylum, they get like a little packet with ivermectin in it. The reason why you didn't really hear of anyone like in Africa getting ivermectin is because they get 2 doses of ivermectin a year. So, you know, they're not going to catch COVID because they had, you know. All right, Charlie Kirk assassin made contact with, okay, transgender ideology. Yep, I believe in that. Where is the stuff on the electioneering from Michigan? Media falsely, okay. Texas youth coach shot by 3 men while praying with his, what? Wow. Houston youth baseball coach was nearly gunned down earlier this week while kneeling before God with his young players in a senseless crime. Video of the incident obtained by local news outlets showed the 12-year-old players running to safety while bullets fly. One adult is struck and collapses to the ground next to... I don't want to watch the video. But, wow. Well, go woke, you go broke, Houston. You shouldn't be so blue. All right, where is this article about Michigan's... It's over the last couple of days because I just heard the news yesterday for the first time. Oh yeah, by the way, anybody who wants to say, oh, Trump doesn't know what he's talking about with Tylenol and we trust the science and all that. Well, let me show you something here. So this is Tylenol, right? We can all agree that says Tylenol. It says acetaminophen, which I can't believe Trump couldn't say. But whatever. He still speaks better than Joe Biden. Well, here's a tweet. Back then it was called tweets. From July 3rd. I'm guessing it's July 3rd, 2017. It's either July 3rd or it's March 7th. I don't know how they had the date here. I'm thinking it's July 3rd because it's... Anyways. Tylenol. We actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today. Oh my God, you mean Tylenol came out and said the exact same thing like many years ago that, you know, we shouldn't be using Tylenol while you're pregnant. But of course, the liberals, they need to take as much Tylenol as they can because Trump said it could. Now, Trump didn't say it. Like, he just read from the reports. Like, Harvard said it. Stanford said it. Yale said it. Like, a lot of companies said it. All right, where is... Zoran Madami wants to spend 100 million. Okay. He needs to be arrested, by the way, that guy. I don't believe that he's an actual citizen. The mayor of New York. Okay, Pentagon seeks Trump's approval for execution. Gunman opens up. Deep state prosecutors. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Dallas teacher arrested. Judge refuses to reinstate. Whatever. There's no both sides. All right, I think it's coming up soon if I remember right. Google's admission of censoring Americans during the Biden regime. Oh my goodness. So we were all crazy for saying it, but it's true. There's no way I believe Epstein was CIA, by the way. I don't care what they say. And now if there's proof, I'll accept it, but I won't agree to it, but I'll accept it. Okay, where is this stuff about Michigan? Letitia James next to be indicted. Maybe I should just type Michigan in the search bar. Because there was a new report that came out about this dude that got all this stuff, all these Michigan ballots. Oh yeah, but meanwhile, Jimmy Kimmel's, yes, he's back on air. But Sinclair and someone else said they're not carrying him, which is like 60% of the stations that he'd be on. So yeah, he's on, but nobody cares about him. Nobody's watching. They should have just left him alone and just let him keep on, singing that sad song he's always singing about. Oh, Trump's bad. Republicans are evil. I'm not a huge Trump supporter myself. I'm more of a libertarian than anything. But I like presidents that stick up for America first. And he's definitely America first. All right, Michigan. Here we go. The Gateway pundit Jim Hoff shocks the abandoned war room with massive Michigan FOIA haul 2020 elections. Yes, this is what I was talking about here. So, New Jersey man secures nearly 1 million documents from Detroit's 2020 elections, including copies of absentee ballots, signed envelopes, and one of the largest election FOIA hauls in history. Yeah, Yehuda Miller. Another reason for people to hate Jews, I guess. Let's see here. Patty wrote, Jocelyn Benson have been put on notice after years of being gaslighted by some of the most dishonest people in election history. Gateway pundit, along with some of the most respected election investigators in the state, are about to blow the lid off the lies about Detroit's secure 2020 election that helped to give Joe Biden an inexplicable victory and must-win state. Michigan lawmakers. Yep, it was definitely. So anyways, yeah, he's got, look at all that. He's got like 1 million documents. Fucking nuts. I started watching, yeah, yesterday on Tucker Carlson about how they think how they're starting to show proof that it was an inside job for 9/11. All right, InfoWars. There was. I want to pull up part of the InfoWars show from earlier today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up. Let me, because there was a really good section on like around noon East Coast time today that they were showing. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it up. Here. Sign up special. Let's see here, live streams. You
I'm going to be at the 50-yard line watching a major playoff game. Any good? And I say this to my buddies. I don't blame them. I've been a sports addict. Making sure their kids aren't on fentanyl.
I may have to wait until tomorrow to pull it up.
As important as you treat sports, you're going to have. I'll never face accountability.
When they re-air the whole show, usually they update it and you'll be able to pull it up tomorrow.
And so the last thing they've got is their Civil War plan under Podesta, and that's all primed and ready to go.
Yep.
So we're here.
Oh, this might be around the same section, actually.
We are absolutely here right now. Man, I've had a beard for 7 years.
We should be starting our descent pretty soon. I guess about 100 miles, maybe 150 miles.
And my whole life, that's what I looked like before. So now there's no hair on top. I mean, I can grow hair on top if I want to, but I'm not doing comb overs. There's still a lot of hair on top. I just don't like it. It's great, not messing with it, but it is crazy. I look like, who's the bald one of the Three Stooges?
Curly bitch.
There's Larry, Moe, and Curly. Moe. Pull up Larry, Moe, and Curly. Which one's the bald head?
All right, let's increase the speed of our sim.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Sorry.
All right, we're now on 2x.
I want to finish up with this, thinking of the DOJ stuff, but this all ties together. See, you're taught as a Christian to not be racist. It's Protestants and Catholics out of Europe that banned slavery in most of the world. And because we had guilt over it with the ones that banned it, then the
60 till top of descent.
Oh, you were involved. Yeah, and we're the ones that ended it. I mean, you're given generational guilt. You're told you're bad because of what color you are.
It's true.
That's wrong to anyone.
You're bad because you're white.
And then you learn you were like the best at not being involved in it.
Oh, did we get an answer back about 35,000 feet?
It's just time to stop living under the guilt. But
recall's empty.
Clips, I mean, I've got all these Democrats.
Okay, no problem.
Saying, get ready to go crazy. Like,
let's get our arrival in here.
Jay Paul, Democrat, calls for Democrats to be strike ready and street ready when these indictments come. Meanwhile, we learn how the idiot Antifa communists
low brake,
wanted to kill ICE agents, kill illegal aliens.
Reversers.
Well, it's because he just shot up an ICE van. So the rocket scientist again.
Landing weight. We're currently at.
They just said it was shot up outside of the facility, so I thought they were like
66.7 right now. So let's just say. I don't know, let's say 64,000.
And the moron sprays the van. He wants to kill ICE agents. I don't want to give him any help. But you can't help them. They're so stupid.
64.1.
But I mean, just the mindlessness of it.
That
Let
works.
me just spray that van. What do you think's in the van? You're the guardian of the illegal aliens. You're their savior. And then you kill them. And then kill yourself. That's why I'm saying there is this Antifa. There is the Trantifa. They're killing people every few days. I said.
All right, making some good headway. We got 231 until top of descent.
Tuesday on the show a bunch, I said, I bet Trantifa, some Antifa.
Transtifa, that's a good name.
I bet they kill more people tomorrow.
I believe it.
I said probably tomorrow, but within the next week, guaranteed. And I bet you money within a week they'd kill 2 more groups of people. I bet they go into a school the next month. I mean, you know, that's why I'm like, yeah, looks like a tranny fub with Kirk. Just because they're out there, you know, 6 trannies are saying he's dead tomorrow, the day they kill him. We did it. Woo!
Yeah. They're not
arrested as accomplices?
Exactly, Alex.
Because they might have piggybacked on that group and had a professional group. Then you got to ask.
Be back in a minute.
DNC stands to gain the most. Okay, Kirk's fine with Israel. Okay, maybe. I mean, you know, it just. But I've actually got to figure things out here, not just. Well, this looks popular to say Israel did it, so I'll just say that. When I criticize Israel or any other group, I want it to be from a place of love and of real research and of like trying to say, hey, you need to stop doing that. Because we all do this stuff. This idea of cornering the market, that Jews are the only people that do evil stuff in the world, is preposterous, folks. It's just, it's not about even defending them or any other group. It's about the lie that evil inherently exists in one group, and then all evil comes from them. You're now ignoring the own evil you're doing, or that's in your home, or your community, or your group. I oppose evil hardcore, period. Comes out the Trump administration's covering up for the CIA and Mossad, which I told you years ago. We got James O'Keefe on, and we're doing it, baby. I mean, if it comes out on anybody, I'm not going to be an accomplice to it. But I have the moral high ground when I criticize any group or organization, because I've really done the research, and I'm doing it of not trying to demonize those people.
See where we're at in the fight here.
Cosmology. All of our shit smells like flowers. You know, it's like unicorn poop. It's
all right, 199 till top of descent. We're still in 2X mode.
But the Jews, their shit stinks. Come on, people, stop it.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Being victims.
Ow, man, you got some bald spots, man. You need some Rogaine.
Stop getting into that mindset. Oppose evil wherever it comes from a place of authority.
Well, they got a lot of alien landing spots here too. I thought that was just America.
I have no respect for all the anti-Israel people that just sit there and say, this person works for Israel, and that person works for Israel.
You get a car, and you get a car.
It's discrediting, and it's mentally ill. And it's not as bad as it used to be, but I mean, I remember I've been on here 31 years. The first 10, there was more.
It's such a nice airplane to fly.
There was Jew stuff. You work for the Catholics, and the Catholics secretly run. I'm like, what? I mean, the Catholic Church has been taken over by the left for probably 80 years, and they're just, you know, it's a big broken. It's bankrupt now, and it's totally leftist at the top. The average Catholic, I mean, it's a great person. I couldn't treat my friends, and just and I would like, no, I don't think the Catholics run everything. Oh my God, you're secretly a Jesuit, blah blah blah. Just like, shut up. It's crap. Sick of being called Hitler because it's so mindless by the left. That's why I messed up my beard this morning. My beard's all messed up. I'll just chop it off. I'm like, wait, Hitler stash. That's fun stuff. Then I got a serious guest on. I'm like, yeah, this isn't a very good idea.
Yeah, this is my favorite camera angle. My favorite camera angle with
mega bombshell. Dangerous stuff. And I'm sitting here
with the Fenix.
But it is what it is. It's a work in progress. So I want to get into all this news. And we'll open the phones up in the 4th hour. But here's a clip. It's dead on about bringing in illegal alien voters and giving them Social Security cards. And then that ties into Charlie Kirk on the Cultural Revolution, which is dead on.
Oh yeah, I think this is what I was talking about the Social Security.
And then I want to get into, and I don't mean to black women, but I see this everywhere now.
I think that's what I was talking about. There was something I remember from Alex Jones today that I wanted to watch, and I was like, I can't believe that.
And I've seen it on TV, and black women saying we're fat because of white supremacy. Meanwhile, when Kennedy gets up in front of Congress, or other people, they go, you're racist trying to have healthy food alternatives in black grocery stores. We're not trying to make you eat something.
Yeah, 161 till top of descent. We'll turn off speed increase once we get maybe about 50 miles up a descent.
He said to everybody, but when he gets up there like, why is that racist? Why we like our, I've seen this much. Why are you warning people against, you know, fried pigskin or whatever, which by the way is delicious. But I eat that. Little newsflash: soul food is just Southern food. So in the North they go, this is what the black people eat. I'm like, well, because you've never been in the South. So up north they go, we're going to a soul food place tonight. You mean you're going to a restaurant? It's just, I've taken Northerners before out to like a country place, and they go, oh, this is a soul food place. Well, you mean chicken fried steak and fried chicken? Remember Bill Clinton served in Atlanta like 10 years ago. He had an event, I don't like Bill Clinton, but he served fried chicken. And the news, when it was racist, he served black people fried chicken. What do you think people eat in Texas and Atlanta? You know,
Eat fried chicken everywhere, man. I eat fried chicken.
Fried chicken, dumbass.
I had fried chicken a couple weeks ago.
But I'm telling you,
Royal
this
Farms.
level of this race stuff,
They do fried chicken pretty good.
everything has some hidden meaning. Like, oh, the black people eat watermelon. Well, I guess in the North you ain't got those. We all eat them down here. Why the black people eat collard greens? Well, not if I get to the collard greens first.
I like collard greens.
I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Like Bill Clinton.
Because folks in the North, who I love to death, are not used to eating fried chicken. And I'm sorry your grandma didn't have those recipes. But it has nothing to do with what color you are. It is the cuisine.
What is he even talking about?
I'm literally taking Yankees out and said, they said, what should I get? And I go, why don't you get that chicken fried steak? And they'll go, oh, that's like soul food. Yeah, go ahead and get it with sweet potatoes. And they're sitting there licking the plate going, my God, I never ate something this good. And I'm like, well, just don't eat it every day. You'll be, 500 pounds. But
that's
my
true.
point is you got these 500-pound black women who are literally blaming it as some type of racism. Hey, lady, if you live in the South where people are eating like that every day, the white women weigh 500 pounds too, sweetheart.
It's true.
Give me a break. You go to a Walmart, you see just as many fat black women as you see black women. This idea that white people are secretly trying to make you have an ass that's 4 feet wide is a lie, and you know it. So stop it.
I'm not worried about calibrating my controller. We're okay.
Sorry, I'm ranting. I'm out of control. This report on election fraud is 10 minutes long. Just play a few minutes of that.
I think this is what I was talking about.
And then I'm going to get to the big news, the DOJ corruption. And I'm ready. Not because they did this to me personally.
And it was somewhere around this area today that I watched, and I was like, I need to watch that again. I was at work, so I couldn't really pay attention to it. I just heard it a little bit. Because usually when I'm working, I have something playing in the background. I keep like one headphone a little bit sometimes listening, but most of the time I have to listen, like full on listen when I'm on the phone, just because it's hard to understand some of the folks I talk with.
To remove the problems. So that's big news straight ahead. But let's start going to this clip on Social Security cards, illegal aliens.
This is it. This is what I was talking about. This is what oh man, I'm so happy we're watching this.
I wanted to update you on something that my team found that will absolutely shock you.
Made me so mad.
Since the election, Democrats have been trying to scare people into believing that Donald Trump and Elon Musk were coming for your Social Security, that they were coming for your Medicare, your Medicaid. They aren't. None of it was ever true, and now we have the proof.
We'll make you the
According to the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, Elon Musk's team has just discovered that immigration officials under Joe Biden were doing something that's never been done before.
Yeah, listen to these numbers.
They were giving illegal aliens work authorization papers just 5 months after they filed for asylum. The Biden Immigration Department would then mail each illegal alien a Social Security number, no questions asked, no interview, no background check, and presto, you've got yourself a brand new Democratic
to the numbers.
voter. That's how they were doing it. No administration has ever done anything like it before, but clearly, Democrats had a plan all along. A plan that the media deliberately never talked about. A plan that was considered the third rail. Off limits to even mention in polite company.
Didn't mention it.
They were importing voters. We have an answer to that question now. And while they were doing that, they were telling you this.
Well, there certainly is not an open border.
The border is secure, but we also have...
90-day difference with Trump. I'm going to come back at a little bit more of this. Let me get the real...
The numbers were staggering. Like, they broke it down into cities. Like, the first year that they had Joe Biden in office, they said like the size of a small city was given Social Security cards and let in. They said by the third year, the amount of people that live in Chicago or San Francisco were let in and given Social Security cards unvetted. I think the total number came out to be like 5 million people that they let in, or 4 million people. It was absolutely mind-boggling when I heard it. I was like, there's no way. But I believe it, because we usually bring the receipts. You know, the people that are us that were called conspiracy theorists. We're not conspiracy theorists. There's no such thing as coincidences. I don't believe in any of that kind of bullshit. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. We have the receipts. Anybody listening down here today? Airplane sounds so good, doesn't it? Alright, let's come up here, enter our destination data. You know, I wonder if I can get the ATIS for... I'll just do it from here for now. 1017. Temperature is 12 degrees. And let's see here. We have parts. We need to undo these. We have 17 left now. Alright, so it looks like we have 110.377, and we have let's see here, 200 for our borrow. So that's all good. We can get an ATIS here. I thought we were able to use Sayintentions for this, so I guess not. SECL, Sierra Echo Charlie Lima. Somebody Airport, SECL? Oh, SCEL, is that what I put in? Nope. Yeah, that won't work. Okay, no problem. Performance 65 till top of descent. Need to get down to 24,000 feet. All right, Santiago Center approach. We have 119. 129. Let's see if we have any frequencies here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have UMKAL, which is 24,000, Lozen, a Safel, max 250, and 11,000 feet. Have that here. Yep, 250, and well, we should be at 11,000. Oh, it's above 11,000. Okay, that's fine. And then Pumar is going to be our last point there. It's over 6,500. Okay, that's good. Let's check out our 110.3. Course is 177. I believe that's right. We're good. Okay, so that's all done. Two miles left. GPS is looking okay. I don't think I've ever seen this screen before. About 43 miles left, so we got 60 miles to get down to about 24,000. 12, 18, so we need to maybe be 20, 25 miles. Down that far. Let me turn off info wars and all that. We're done talking about aliens. I'm not going to bring it up anymore. Wow, look how good that looks. Looks phenomenal. I like the wing flex you can see on this now. That's really cool. And Fenix does some good shit with their airplanes. All right, 34 miles. Let's start descending. We already entered the destination data in. Oh, I gotta do the wind. Guess I can just do it here. See here, 160 by 10. And transition is going to be it's 10 there, so we'll just say 10.5. The approach. I'm not buying that at all. Are you kidding me? That is way too fast. Let's do this here. Sim brief dispatch wants me to sign in. All right, I'm not doing all that. I'll just pull it up on my computer. All right, sim brief. Let's see here. We go. Let's see here. View my flight. Go to landing. 17 right, calculate. Yeah, VAP is 140. That's about what I thought. So let's put that in. I'm gonna put you on performance. Game's running good, man. GPU's at 90-some percent. It's only at 69, 70 degrees for the temperature, and I'm running at 70-some frames a second. VRAM Plus. And let's do BFR. But that's interesting. That just changed the way that mountaintop looked. Look at this mountain right here real quick. Let me put this back on IFR. But that's interesting. Very cool. Oh, that even looks better now. There was a black line around the airplane for most of the flight when I was doing the outside views, but that looks a whole lot better now. But this is such a gorgeous game when it's working properly. It really is. Textures look really good. Look how good this looks. Next up is 18,000. All by myself, body watching me. All by myself, nobody's watching me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if anybody doesn't watch. One of these days, there'll be a lot of people watching. We were doing good for a while, and I took a break last year, and ever since then, it's been very difficult to get some traction again. That's okay. Like I've been saying this for a long time. I don't do this for money. I don't even really do it for the views. I mean, it's nice when people watch and all that, but you know, I'd rather, for me, it's more enjoyable to fly like this with the setup and interacting and things like that if there are people watching. But you know, to me, this keeps me more engaged in the flight. Because if I was doing this like on my own, I don't think I would really ever complete a flight. I just get bored. I like turning the airplanes on, you know, I'll take off, I'll land, do some circles, and that's about it. I don't really ever do full flights when I'm, you know, just kind of playing on my own. All right, let's bring ourselves down to 18,000. We have no speed restrictions at the moment. Still haven't made any contact with the tower yet. That is amazing. You know what, let me just program myself to their tower. I think it was 120, what was it again, their tower. Let's do 119.7. And the other one we'll do 129.7 just in case. We have the volume turned on. We can see it right here. This does the volume for the PA. Down to 14,000. Oh, you can hear the rumble of the engines going backwards. That's pretty cool. Like, not backwards, but the throttle coming down. Santiago approach, Latam 407. We're currently descending on the UMKAL 7 Charlie arrival. Good morning, or good evening, actually. Oh, I turned their volume off. Maybe that's why. Maybe I couldn't hear them, that's why. Turn their volume back up a little bit. Okay, Santiago radar contact. All right, so we've contacted them, so that's good.
Latam 407, Santiago Center, descend via UMK7 Charlie for the ILS runway 17 left approach into Santiago, QNH 1017.
I'm gonna hand the comms over to Charlie again. I mean to Chad, because I can't really switch comms too well with this kind of controller.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our approach to Comodoro Arturo Merino Benitez International Airport. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Latam 407, Santiago Center, contact approach on 129.3.
Contacting approach on 129.3. Latam 407.
Latam 407, descend altitude 8,000.
All right, send altitude 8,000.
Latam 407, afternoon, descending to flight level 160.
What?
Latam 407, approach identified. Good afternoon.
Descending to 8,000, Latam 407.
Thank you, Chad. All right, messages, telex, Terminal 3. All right. Oh, that's if we actually went to the terminal, which we're not going to be doing.
Latam 407, descend altitude 6,000, turn left, heading 170 vectors for the ILS runway 17 left approach.
Descend altitude 6,000, left heading 170 for vectors to ILS runway 17 left approach. Latam 407.
Latam 407, proceed direct TGAB, descend altitude 5,000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 17 left approach. Speed below 180 knots until established.
Direct TGAB, descend altitude 5,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 17 left approach. Maintain speed below 180 knots until established. Latam 407.
You don't have us going the right way. 170 is not accurate. Say intentions. Nice try, though. This here, Pumar, that's our initial fix there. Activate approach speeds.
And fasten your seatbelts. Our today's gate is
And
Terminal
let's
18. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, glide slope, we're above it. Trying to hurry up our descent so we can capture the glide slope, and then we should level out after that and start slowing down properly. Put the landing gear down to hopefully slow us down a little bit more. Glide slope is captured. Hopefully our speed will start slowing down. We're gonna get a warning here pretty soon.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Alright, I think we're gonna start slowing down now, hopefully. Still got the speed brakes out all the way. Alright, we got 13 miles. Let's put our speed brakes away.
Route 407, contact Santiago Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Santiago Tower on 118.1, Latam 407.
I wish I had chase plane on here.
Santiago Tower, Latam 407. Good afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 17 left.
What the fuck is going on here? Our navigation turned off.
407 Santiago Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 17 left.
Alright, looks like a manual landing it is. That was weird. Wasn't know why the autopilot turned off. We will continue to do a manual landing. That is fine. Wouldn't be the first time.
Latam 407 Santiago Tower, winds 230 at 6. Runway 17 left, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 17 left.
So much for just watching the airplane. Well, I could start recording it with Sky Dolly, but it's alright. Alright, we are lining back up nicely. We're a little high. This is a pretty fun little flight, man. I like that flight. Very scenic, flying over Uruguay and Chile and, you know, the middle of South America. All right, flaps 3. So good. Flaps full. I would turn off more airplanes and taxi them to back to the gate if more of these airplanes had state saving on it. Like, it would be cool if a lot of the airplanes had state saving on it, to where how you leave the airplane is where the buttons are when you come back into it. Uh-oh. Little stickiness. I don't like that. Come on, Microsoft. Don't be a bitch. We've had a good flight. Don't get all sticky on me now. Little off center. Little off center, but it's all right. I was trying to deactivate the auto throttle when it said retard, but okay. Not a bad flight, man. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Well, any way you can walk away from is a good one. Let me turn off Sayintentions. And yeah, man, I'll be back. What's today? Thursday? Probably not tomorrow. I don't typically do Friday nights anymore, but I may be back tomorrow, but probably not. Definitely Saturday night. That's my plan. You know, when I get off of work Saturday night, eat a little quick dinner and then come back and, you know, do a flight. And that's the plan. So hopefully you liked it. If there's something you want to see or you want me to talk about, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, hit us up in Discord, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See ya.